The helmet issue is so interesting, because if we just do that, everything's going to be okay, and it's so much deeper than that. Legislators in Minnesota, almost to a T, say, you know, I got an Uncle Bill who, he doesn't drive so well, I sure wouldn't want to see him in jail or something. And of course, the real thing is well, what if I kill someone that you love? And it seems to kind of change. It's just a very odd thinking, and it's a complicated process. And what's criminal intent and not criminal intent? But if I'm on my Trio here texting a message to Mr. Henney while I'm driving, that isn't criminal intent. But if I hurt somebody, it's a very, very strange area of the law.
I give I guess it's a lecture to people who have, people who, whatever, education, healthcare, environmental group. I always have the same lecture about political involvement. You have to educate people. That's your job. It's not going to happen for you. But our system gives so many openings to do that, and nobody takes advantage of it. They all come to see the congresspeople. Just as an example, every TV station has a public access requirement. Do them. Go on, get a 2 or 3 minute editorial. I ask everybody, have you gone to the local Lions Club in your area? Oh, no, never. But if you don't go to the Lions Club and the Kiwanis and the Rotaries, that's where people, that's where the sort of opinion is set. Letters to the editor that we read more, at first, quicker than we read our own mail, because we know it's very influential. Just go into groups. I don't care if they're church groups, PTAs. When I first, my sense of what a biker was, media driven and looking at all these folks in their jackets and strange get up to me. Then it turns out I got a lot of friends who had PhDs and were doctors, and they were all bikers too. And so I said, well, tell me about what's going on here. And so it's education. And you can do a lot of that, and not just lobby. That is, go to we set up a lot. When I campaign, I have to do all this stuff, right? I have to get them to know me. So I do whatever I can. And that's what you got to do. And it works. It's harder in the short run, but it's more effective in the long run. Because it's all education in this case, I think. And the more people are aware, and once you change the Lions Clubs, and once you change the PTAs, the political figures are going to change. They just follow the real leaders, the people.
I don't mean to tell you things that you already know, but
I think your ideas.
Do you have any questions for the congressman? He's on a very busy schedule.
that's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that reflects more of what Mr. Wahlberg said earlier. Put something between the ears, not on top of the ears. Thank you everyone for coming today. We're not ready to quite adjourn just yet. Do you have any other questions? We've got a few more minutes here before we shut this down. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Just some kind of in closing here this morning, I'll bring Mr. Henney back up very briefly. One of the purposes of this conference, in addition to the obvious, us asking for congressional support, is we are going to be sending the NTSB a formal letter asking them to reconsider their recommendations, and I'm going to underscore the word reconsider. And if, Jeff, if you could just touch briefly on that letter here, and if you have any further questions after that, we'll entertain them. And other than that, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Very important to all our SMRO partners who are here this morning, we're going to have a group picture with the captain in the background, so stick around a little bit. Don't just all run out the door. So, Captain, if you could please address that letter.
Our letter simply says a lot of what's been said already this morning. We want more study. We want a little more attention from the NTSB. We want the same level of expertise that they apply to every other form of transportation applied to motorcycles. We want access to the greatest minds in the country when it comes to traffic safety, and that's it. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you very much for your attendance here this morning. Enjoyed being with you.